Is Canada complicit in extrajudicial murder? The US military has killed at least 57 people since September in illegal airstrikes on civilian boats in international waters. President Trump has tried to justify these unlawful attacks, saying people on board are transporting illegal drugs, but he has provided no evidence for this. This is a dangerous escalation of the war on drugs, using illegal military force to double down on the same tactics that have driven the toxic drug crisis across North America. These attacks violate international law. The United States military is executing civilians in international waters without due process. And it looks like Canada is complicit. Let me explain. Canada contributes to US drug enforcement through projects like Operation CARIBBE. Canadian ships and aircraft help with surveillance, intelligence, and logistics in the Caribbean. Independent research from Project Plowshares indicates that Canadian-made sensors, manufactured in Hamilton, Ontario, likely helped identify targets for recent US strikes near Venezuela. It appears that Canadian-made technology, Canadian vessels, and Canadian forces are involved at every stage of these Trump-ordered murders, except for firing the weapons. Are Canadians okay with this? Meanwhile, at home, Canada has scaled up its own ineffective, harmful drug policy. The government is pouring public money into criminalization and border enforcement in failed attempts to appease Trump, while people in Canada go without things we need, like stable housing, livable wages, and funding for harm reduction and treatment services. And we continue to ignore the fundamental issue. Without responsible legal regulation of currently illegal drugs, we will remain stuck in this never-ending loop of prohibition and illegal drug supply innovation, which has driven so much loss. So what can we do? First, contact your MP and tell them to take 2 immediate actions. 1. We must close the arms export loophole that is allowing Canadian technology to be used for Trump's campaign of extrajudicial murder. Tell your MP to support Bill C-233 to end the US exemption, require end-use certificates, and report annually on ATT compliance, along with a just transition plan for defense sector workers. 2. Ask your MP to call for an end to Canada's role in Operation CARIBBE, pending an independent legal review of intelligence sharing, command chains, and any use of Canadian technology and data in illegal operations and strikes. Going forward, Canada needs to follow the UN Human Rights Roadmap. This means formally implementing Human Rights Council Resolution 6026 and following recommendations of the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights to embed harm reduction, protect Indigenous rights, and avoid punitive policies that escalate violence. And finally, we need to rebalance government budgets towards health and community well-being. The data shows money spent on enforcement is not only wasted, but driving harm. Let's invest our public funds into things that make life better for us all. Safe and affordable housing, voluntary on-demand treatment, income supports, responsible regulation of drugs, overdose prevention, and community-led services, all core social determinants of health. Drop us a comment below or click the link in our bio to read more.